What's up with you?
Nothing much.
Introduce yourself, let the people know who you is.
I'm Kia Monger. I'm an STS artist, upcoming artist, trying to come up.
Say you're trying to come up. I see you working, goddamn.
Yeah, definitely. I'm in the studio.
I see you working,
week.
Man.
Yeah.
Got the people anticipating the album. Any album, mixtape, EP, something any day soon now.
Yeah, I'm working on an EP though. It's called Emotions. And I really want to change the name now, but it's like it's already been out there. That's where everybody's expecting it. But it's basically filled with a lot of emotions. Like I'm talking about a lot of stuff. One minute I'm cool, next minute I don't even want to, so you gotta make music for everybody.
Yeah, I've been listening to shit, especially with that title, Emotions. I can get a lot of, I guess, emotions from your music. Shit, like, it just gives me chills when I listen to it.
Oh, thank you.
Just like the little snippets you post, just like I've seen like a lot of songs you posted on YouTube. Like you did a lot of cover music, just a few of your own songs you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where do you get that inspiration for your music?
Really my life. Like I didn't have a good life growing up. Like I was homeless. This is my first year not being homeless. Like my first year having my own place and everything. And I think really like the fact that my life was so bad, like, and I have a voice, it just didn't sit right with me to have this gift and not do nothing with it. So last year, and I always knew how to sing since I was 5, but I never started being an artist and write my own music until last year. But my first single, Tonight, came out. And it did way better than I thought it would do. And people was, asking to buy it, asking. I'm like, okay, so I must really can write. So I started writing, and I got better and better and better and better. And everything that happened in my life, I just put it in the song.
Yeah, it's like like you say, Tonight, that's one of your top, like, as far as I've seen, like, buzzing songs on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, they got like a 90s R&B vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of your songs do for real, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to that's the goal, bring back R&B.
Yeah. That we need that shit.
Yeah.
Especially like the love music. They ain't really love music nowadays.
Yeah. People don't know how to love now.
You hear me? It's hard, you hear me?
Yeah, but
at least that's what like social media make it seem like it's hard to love and trust, in that way. But shit, we definitely need like that old school R&B. And it seems like you say, that's what you kind of focus on. You kind of bringing that vibe back, so that's really good.
Yeah, and I love love. Like, I ain't like the relationship type, but I know how to love. So it's like the songs I be writing, like I don't just be writing songs. Sometimes you gotta write songs for you, other people. And I done seen people be in love, so it's like I know what it look like, so I can write a song about it. You say why you say you're not the relationship type? I think I'm too strong-minded. Like, I don't know. Everybody I ever dated or was with, my life was a little either too much for them or it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have a real way of living. Like, I'm a survivor, and then sometimes that's not good because I'm ready to live instead of surviving. But it's always been music, work, doing. Like, I've never been the type to sit here and entertain anybody. Like, I don't know. Like, anytime I did, I got let down. So it was like, okay, stop. Like, nobody's gonna keep putting themselves in a position to,
say surviving, just focus on that for a second. You say surviving, like even like with the song you say, with the letter to my peoples, and you say like you was homeless, and it's like you say at the age of 14, like you was just like basically like you said, homeless, living house to house. Yeah. Like, is that part of like you say like it's part of kind of like your drive or like your motivation, like you say, for it kind of put a block on you where you say your life is too much for love now?
Yeah, I think that definitely hinders it because I didn't have a mom or my dad, like my little sister dad took me in, you know what I'm saying? He signed a birth certificate, like that's my dad.
Okay.
But I didn't have a mom or my dad of my own to guide me in any kind of way. So now I'm trying to figure out the world on my own. And I'm 21, I feel so delayed because everybody, got know what they want and know what they're capable of. I'm still finding myself. So.
I mean, that's perfect though. You still young at this shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's people older than that still find themselves,
Yes.
So ain't nothing wrong with what you saying, like what you doing. You shouldn't. That's what a lot of people should do instead of rushing into love. You know, that's the best option to find yourself before you put yourself in a position like that to, you can't even commit to nobody.
Yeah, unless you find somebody that helps you find yourself.
Yeah.
But,
of course, you can find somebody that y'all kind of grow with each other, you know.
Yeah, but I ain't looking. That's the first step. You ever want somebody to come love you the way you just stop looking.
You say stop looking.
Stop looking. Just let them come to you.
Yeah, I kind of agree to that. I agree to that because you say you look and you kind of create this, in a sense, false expectation.
Yeah.
So you always be let down.
Yeah,
fairy tale. So you hit it right on the man, right on the head.
Fairy tale, like nah.
You hit it right on the head, man. Like what's like outside of music, like so you say you working or something right now?
Yeah, I work at General Motors.
Okay.
I really hate working a 9 to 5. I really do. Because I do make money off my music. I do. But it's not, it ain't nothing. I ain't there yet where I could just sit up here and live comfortably.
Yeah.
You got to make money to, But it's like, I really don't want to do a, it must be my other book, do a 9 to 5. I want to make music, make money off my music and just chill. I really want to get rich, so everybody said, like, I really want this. Like, I never, like, wanted something so bad in my life. Like, it's sometimes it scares me how bad I want it. Like, you're like, damn, you really would do anything to get where you want to be. Like,
I mean, I think that's kind of like part of like a lot of musicians who make it, Of course, nothing happens overnight.
Yeah.
So it's just a grind. As long as like you've been consistent, like with everything that you're doing for like the music shit. Like recently, you just did like a contest or something like that. So that was pretty. I think you won, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah. How was that feeling? Like how was that like? Was that like a milestone or something in your career?
It was definitely, well, if we're being honest, I didn't know it was a contest when I got there.
Okay.
I really just wanted to perform. Like, I like performing, like getting my name out there. But when I did win, I don't know. I took it like, okay, thank you. Like, it was like it wasn't I don't know. But it's definitely a step. But it's like, when your mind is focused on, like, the big picture, like, it like everything else, like, yeah, that's cool, thank you, I appreciate it, like, it's a milestone, but it's like I'm trying to get here, like,
yeah.
And that in particular, like, it was a good moment for me. The crowd was very interactive, like, they loved me. It was my first time performing. I never performed before, and yeah, I think I did good. I think I did better the last time I performed this past Saturday because I was more comfortable with the crowd and my stage presence. But yeah, it was a good opportunity. J Howell, he gives a lot of STL artists opportunity to go to Atlanta and perform. So I'll be in Atlanta the first week of March, which is my birthday. So that's when the show is. But yeah, I was excited when I won. I was more shocked, but I was excited.
Yeah, it's still like you say. It's like I like how you just said you appreciate though, because like you said, even though you focus on the big picture, it's still like those steps, goddamn me, that you gotta be grateful for.
Yeah.
Just that grind shit.
Yeah, because even if I didn't win, I'd definitely be grateful for the opportunity to perform.
Yeah, like
a lot of people, like when I walked in the room, a lot of people knew who I was off social media and all that. But when I left, like everybody knew who I was. So, and that was mainly the goal.
Yeah. Making an impression.
That was the goal.
For you to even say like shit, people knew who you were just from social media. Like that means something.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, it's crazy. Somebody always asks me like, "Oh, you that girl that be singing? Like, you that girl that sung at KB funeral?" Like, it's always something regarding singing. But yeah.
Like how did that come about? Like even just being able to sing at KB funeral, because he was a big buzzing artist in the city.
Yeah. Actually, they contacted me. His family contacted me and was like, his girlfriend at the time, Jayla, which also his mother of his children, she inboxed me. We went. He went to Jennings, so that's how I knew him personally. He went to Jennings. But, and if we're being honest, like, I didn't even know that, like, he was as big as he was, because I don't listen to rap. So I wouldn't know. And I definitely don't keep up with the rap and STL, because every time I hear somebody dissing the next person. So I try to stay out of, like, all that. But when she asked me, I was definitely like, I definitely was singing at his funeral. But she contacted me. And ever since I did his funeral, just out the gate, like, I got booked for a funeral next week. Like, I've been having funerals every week to the point where I have to buy funeral clothes because I'm straight singing at people's funerals ever since his.
Yeah, and that's like, I mean, that's a good, that's good that people reaching out to you for your services. Better just,
Bittersweet.
Yeah. It's bittersweet in a sense
Yeah.
because
It's
just
a lot
that.
of people dying.
Yeah. That's the sad part about it, shit. But it's like, I guess it's more exposure for you to get your voice out there, just to build up like your reputation, your fan base.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, shit. But just go back to what you said about like just like the St. Louis atmosphere, shit. Like as far as like the music and shit like that. I was speaking to like a few artists that I interviewed. Like it seemed like just like as far as the rappers and shit, all they mainly do is this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like. I done had issues with people in the STL music industry,
Yeah.
but I've never been the type to put that in my music.
Yeah.
Like if I feel the type of way about you, you would know personally. Like it wouldn't affect my music. Like it just wouldn't. I just feel like it's unprofessional to me. Like
that's why
it's unprofessional to me. Like
labels really pay attention. Like rappers don't notice that. Like shit, they kind of stop the labels from even like trying to reach out to you because it's like shit. Well, I put my money to you and you can get killed like the next day or next week or whatever. Shit.
Yeah, and I've just never been that type anyway.
Yeah.
My music is like my baby. I'm not gonna put my child in harm's way because of the next person.
And I feel like shit, just like St. Louis, like female artists, they are really like underrated, just slept on in the whole for real. You don't really hear.
My hashtag, the most.
We got like a lot of artists out there, a lot of female artists as far as rappers, shit, just as far as like a lot of singers, shit. I would like to tap into a little bit. A little more into that shit, just like the singers. Like, hopefully I can be able to, expose the singers in a bit.
Yeah, I don't know too many. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't know too many singers, but when I first started singing, when I first came out that I was a R&B artist in STL, like nobody was doing it. Nobody was singing. And I didn't see nobody singing it. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, and I'm not saying they do it because of me, but it's like now it's growing. Like it's growing. It's a lot of singers out here. It's a lot of people that I know personally that I have influenced to like, straight get on live or sing or just open their voice. They start doing covers and then escalate to writing their own songs. Like I love it. Like I love it.
It's good. Like it's good for the city and the whole shit.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Especially for the whole like the women to unite and things.
It's like it's 2020 been like the year of the women. Shit.
Yeah.
It's been a year of women for business, just sort of expressing themselves. Shit, everything, music, everything. It's like women just taking over right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, we are.
Social equality.
Yeah.
It's good. Shit, that's good. Like, did you grow up in like a church or something like that? Like, how did you begin singing?
I didn't grow up in a church, but one day we had a daycare graduation. I was like 5,
Really?
And we sung that Kirk Franklin "Lean on Me" song, and I had the highest part. And I remember hitting a note, and my mom was like in the crowd with her hand on her head, like, what I'm saying? I'm like, did I do bad? But when I got off the stage, I remember every adult in that room walked up to me and was like, to be 5, like, you really be blowing.
Hell yeah.
And ever since then, I just started singing. And it became my passion. Like, I actually love doing it. Like, it ain't nothing I just do for fun on social media. Like, I actually good at what I do, and I enjoy it. And I did used to sing in church and all that, but church became too much for me. Like, I didn't want to just be there to perform. Like, what I'm saying? If I wanted to be a part of church, I want to perform and be there for the, the right reasons. But, yeah. And then I think my voice, me singing, I think God brought me, having a relationship with God brought that closer. Like, anything I do, I put God first. Like, it don't even matter. Like, if I make show off for money, if I make money off a show, I'm donating to the church. Like, you gotta put God first. Like,
definitely.
And that's why I know I'm gonna be successful. I know I'm gonna be bigger than what I am right now. Like, because I put Him first.
So I appreciate you giving the opportunity for you to get too big for me. It'll be hard to get to you, for real.
Yeah, no problem.
For real. Like, just like with your music, like I say, it just like it brings chills out. Like you said, like, you get a lot of recognition for it. Like with your latest singles you released, Ride It. You got like a challenge or something going on with that.
Yeah, that's the Ride It challenge. I was gonna do $100 for the best challenge. People been sending their videos, but I got a person that did. I got in mind, but at first I was gonna cancel it because not enough people was doing it. But I'm not gonna ruin it for the people who did it. Yeah. So, yep. But my new single, I plan on shooting a video to that real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon.
Yeah, I like that song.
Thank you.
That's a song you just recently performed too, right?
Yes.
The last show you did.
It's a little explicit, but hey, it sells.
I seen like on your post you said like you show up to the show yourself.
Yeah, I went by myself. Like I said, I do this by myself. Like I paid my makeup artist. When she came ASAP, cause he called me around like 4. The show was at 6, and I invited people I knew wasn't busy and could just up and come. But like always, I was there by myself. But it was cool because I enjoyed myself. And when I walked in the building, a lot of people already knew who I was. So I definitely wasn't uncomfortable. And when I performed, the crowd definitely made me
I was just gonna say the crowd. You wouldn't think you'd have had the whole crowd.
That's why I said. That's why I said you would have never thought I walked in there by myself.
Yeah, just had the crowd. They was going word for word with you.
And it's crazy because all those girls knew me off social media, like off Instagram. They knew that song "Ride It," and that's what shocked me. Like I heard them in the video singing it, and I'm like, wow, they straight know it. It's not even dropped. It's not even dropped. So yeah, I definitely appreciate my supporters. Definitely.
Yes, most definitely. Just go back to like you say. Like you're not really the relationship type. 529.
I'm hollering. 529. That was about my last relationship. My last relationship was very toxic. I almost took my life over that shit. It was it's just nothing I would wish on nobody. I wouldn't wish that. And I love so hard. It's almost embarrassing how hard I love. Like, it come off stupid to some people, but it's like, I'm not gonna change how I love because the next person don't appreciate it or, take advantage of it. So it's like, yeah, you messed up, but I'm gonna love the person. The next person 10 times harder. 529 basically was the day of our 1-year anniversary. And before then, I never dealt with being cheated on. Like, if I got cheated on, I never found out. Like, I wouldn't know, but I never been came to as a woman, and then I was cheated on, and it was a whole bunch of drama, and I was crying one day so hard, and I just went to the studio. He gave me a beat, and I just wrote 529 right there, and recorded it.
You said right in and there.
Right then and there.
Just put all that's good though. Just to put is that almost like therapeutic for you?
Yeah, like if I get my feelings or if I call myself crying, I write. I pray first, and then I write a song. Yeah. Dealing to whatever I'm going through.
I think I've seen like a little bit. Like I follow you. Like
I follow you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fake it. I pay attention.
You.
Like I just seen like you was probably like going through a lot, just like you're saying, just dealing with that feeling like you said as far as being cheated on or whatever. I seen like did you cut your hair and stuff like that? I cut my hair. I really don't know why I cut my hair. I woke up one day and I was just over it. And I just cut it off. I cut it all off. Good thing I got my cute. Because that was a big risk. That was definitely a leap. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but yeah, I think it definitely had something to do with my relationship. Like I began to stop feeling pretty. I began to stop feeling, like I was gonna make it. Like my significant other did not support my music, didn't even repost. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I know I'm good enough to. Cause if I was with somebody that was as talented as me, I would have been manager. Goddamn me, like I would have been my baby manager. Like it would have made it. You know what I'm saying? Go home, baby.
Yeah, like and it just wasn't there for me. And when I cut my hair, I never felt more pretty. Like when I cut my hair, like I'm mad at my hair back now, but you know what I'm saying. But it's like when I cut my hair, I was just this shit, and it was mine. It's like men just like I get attention from men. Don't get me wrong, but when I cut my hair, you would I don't know, but that motherfucker was on me. Like
you said they was floppy. You hear me?
Yeah, like when people was mad, I grew my hair back. Like that definitely was a phase.
Yeah.
Hopefully I won't have to ever go through again. But, yeah.
Like you say, shit, right now you're working on bettering yourself, loving yourself. So hey, I say keep doing that. Like, keep doing that.
It whatever come will come. I mean, I ain't blocking no blessings. But I ain't going out reaching either.
Like you say, if it comes, it's gonna be natural, and you'll know for sure what it is. Yeah. You'll know for sure. Let's say real recognize real, man.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, it's like, what's the stand up? Like the Mike Brown tribute.
Stand up. Well, this is how stand up came about. I was just on YouTube looking at beats,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I heard this old school beat, and I'm just like rocking to it. And I'm like, this is old school. Like this is somebody needs to give a message during this song. and I was just sitting there, like I literally could write a song in 30 minutes, and I was like, I know we all gonna. And I'm like, okay, I like that melody. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep it going like that. And I just took what what St. Louis was dealing with and what I seen around the world, and I just put it in the song. Like I said in my song, like people think the government's God now, and that's true.
Right.
Like the government is running America. Like the government is running everything.
Everything.
And it's like people will run to the government before God, and it's like and that's the stuff that I want to put out there. Like I feel like I see a lot of STL artists, but I ain't never seen nobody do no Black Lives Matter. Anybody with a platform, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody with a big platform. I've never seen them get out there and talk about what's going on with the police brutality or what's going on in St. Louis.
St. Louis,
and you know what I'm saying? I see people that got the views, that got the clout, that got the fans, and it's surprising me what people do with their talent when they get the recognition. It just surprises me.
How was you able to get Mike Brown dad to be in the video?
I texted him and I was like, I basically explained the video to him. He asked me to send him the song, and I sent him the song. He loved it, and he was only in town for a day, so I texted him that Tuesday. He was going to be gone that Wednesday night. So Wednesday morning, I called my makeup artist, my video man. I was like, let's get it. We got to get it. So that's why I was in some freaking Miss Me in a t-shirt in the dang video. But yeah, we called him, and he came up, Mike Brown suited, the hat, the shirt, everything.
Yeah.
And he was very impressed with it. But we still talk to this day. We still communicate to this day.
Yeah, that was pretty dope, man. That was pretty dope.
He's real cool, very a neighborhood man, like not know how he would. Like he real.
He real.
He most definitely is real.
On that day, like, where were you doing that, like, with the whole situation with Mike Brown?
Mentally?
No, just physically, mentally, everything.
Okay.
How did you feel, like, once you heard what happened?
I went to school with his sister, so it was kind of like dang, my brother just died. But as a black person, it was like, I was scared. I was young. What year was that?
14.
Right, I was a freshman. I was still trying to understand the whole. My mom didn't expose, like she talks about slavery and all that, but never like police brutality or things like that. So police killing a black kid, like I heard about Emmett Till, but I'm thinking them back in the days, like I'm fresh out of 8th grade, so I was scared. I was scared they was looting, burning stuff down. I was very dramatic growing up. I'm still dramatic, like, and I was scared, but I was definitely angry at the fact that it happened. Not only here, but it just was so close to home. Like Ferguson, like I live in Jennings, like
that's nowhere.
There's nowhere, like, and it's like, dang, like that quick trip, everything, like my city that I'm seeing is now changing, like it's changing, and it was just that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, the city, definitely, the country has changed. Like shit, after that, like during that time, it was like a whole bunch. Like it was just every fucking day, every
day,
week,
every day.
Non-stop. Like I want to make you like numb to the shit.
Every day that was looting. Every day it was something. Like even in schools, sitting down, class wasn't. They was protesting, not going to class. So it was like
I used to live in Ferguson during that time. So
yeah, it was real bad.
It was just like it was a whole different experience for me also. Shit. But shit, just anything, like any advice you want to give to like local artists or just anybody in general, like as far as people who may have similar backgrounds to you, like just to keep going or whatever.
My advice is to always be yourself. Like even if it's like sometimes being myself lost me friendships or lost me people that what I'm saying that I don't regret losing, but it's just like. People change who they are to satisfy other people or to fit in. And we wasn't made to fit in with each other. Like we just was, it's impossible. So my advice to any STL artists coming up, like keep going. and don't settle for nothing. Like that record label want to hold out on you, you hold out on them. Like you the prize. Don't you ever sit up here and lowball yourself or anything. Somebody want to need you. So yeah, somebody want to manage you and they ain't investing the time, the money, they ain't putting you first, and you know you the dopest. Let them go.
Right.
Like you went into somebody. Sometimes you gotta let people go in order to get where you gotta go. Like I'm not settling for less.
Yeah.
I ain't settling. I know I'm dope, and I could write on top of that. That's really what the money is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not settling for nothing. Like you want to manage me, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna manage you," but I'm working on this artist right now. Nah,
right.
Nah, big dog. Cause you're nah, big dog. Nah. So yeah, my advice is to always stay true to yourself. Don't settle for nothing, ever, ever. The industry will try to play you. You gotta learn how to play it for real.
Yeah. Let the people know where they can find you, like on social media and things like that.
Yeah, I can find me on Instagram _ Kia Monger. My Snapchat, I don't really use it, but it's Kiavani J, because Kiavani is my real name. And then it's Facebook Kia Monger, YouTube Kia Monger.
Okay.
But anything else is my Snapchat Kiavani J. But yeah, that's it.